fans, do you want to win your share of $100,000? Simply enter the houseofboxing.com Fight Night Prediction Challenge. Compete with boxing fans around the world. Simply head over to houseofboxing.com and sign up now.
Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social in association with William Hill and Empire Fight Store. Mr. Campbell Hatton, been a minute since we've catched up, mate. How are you?
Yeah, so, like, feeling good. Like, got another 8 rounds under my belt, and it was a physical fight. So, they're the positives I can take from it. But positives are pretty few after a frustrating night like that.
I think the frustrating night is certainly one way to put it. The point was finally deducted, I believe, in the 5th round, but just sort of the same from very early. Warned numerous times from early on in the fight. Dealing with something like that always going to be difficult. Yeah,
it was difficult. I think the ref did a good job. He was on him from the very start, gave him every opportunity to tidy things up, and I think early on it was a bit more of a spoiling tactic, in a sense that he was going to try and land his shot and tie me up and try and pot shot through the rounds a little bit. And he was using, as much as I think I was winning the rounds, I think he was using his movement pretty well. But I think as soon as I caught him, he'd gone from holding as a tactic to holding as just to survive, really. And it was just getting ridiculous. I said there, he was like an hemorrhoid, like it was a nightmare.
I suppose there's not too much that you can... I suppose you can learn from it, but at the same time, when you're doing camps, I mean, I just heard you mention, sparring with people like Jack Catchell and stuff like that. You're never really going to be able to prepare, and to finish the fight with a disqualification, it's not ideal.
No, I'm gutted. I've got people, like everyone in there, they've paid to come and watch a night of boxing, and that wasn't it. I always like to go in there and entertain people, and I think as much as I was still doing everything I could to make it an entertaining fight, it was never going to be, and I was never going to come away with it showing a good performance, really. There was very little I could get off clean. I think the clean work, barring the odd shot from him through the fight, probably a handful, if that he managed to get off. I think the clean shots were coming from me, and then he just looked to tidy up then, so I had to just get what I can. And Matt said to me in the corner that the ref's on him, like the ref's not letting him get away with it. Sometimes you've just got to win ugly, and that's what we did.
Well, you have had an active 2023. I imagine, reflecting on everything now, happy other than tonight, obviously, and 14-0 now, and then pushing on to a strong 2024. I think Eddie said this was your last 8-rounder before going into 10. Yeah,
we still feel like I'm ready for that. I don't think I should be judged too much on... I don't think we should judge where I'm at too much based on that performance. I think my gas was good. Like going into the 8th round, I think that was probably the closest I was to getting him out of there. Like if it had been a 10-rounder, I'd have had it in the bank. I felt good going into the last round, and like we said before, it was a physical fight where he weren't just trying to tie me up and hold. He was like leaning and pushing me down and things like that. So that takes it out of you, and I still felt fresh. So I think we're more than ready to get on 10-rounders, and next time I think I'll definitely give a better account of myself.
Obviously, Matt always there to give you advice under the tutelage of 258 as well. Eddie and Matchroom, you think that's the best team forward to take you through into 2024, start moving up to them 10-rounders and pick up some titles as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We've been consistently getting better with each fight. Tonight has been a little blip, and it isn't what we wanted, but we was following the same pattern in the preparation. Like this camp was my best one again. We say it every time. Each camp we've got to be a bit better than we was the previous time in each area, and that was the case again. It's been no different, but this time I just wasn't able to show it.
Well, Campbell, hopefully in this instance you're not going to have to deal with something like that again. Thank you as always for speaking to us at Boxing Social. Final message to your fans and supporters, because like you say, they came out here tonight. Wasn't their fault, but unfortunately probably a bit spoiled for them in there.
Yeah, thanks again. The support's always great, and I always look to put on a good show, and I just apologise for people spending the money to watch that shite.
Campbell Hatton, honest as always, I appreciate you. Top